Hello mommies. Today let's see 5 essential things that are required to start solid food for a baby. The first thing that I personally found it to be much useful was a cheese grater. This is just palm sized, giving you fine and small shreds that is ideal for baby's food preparation. I use this to grate fruits, veggies and nuts while preparing food for my baby. Here's the demo of grating raw apple with this cheese grater. Raw apple puree can be given to babies from their first week of solids after completing their 6 months or 180 days. These cheese graters are so handy, efficient and easy to maintain. And that's it, the apple puree is ready. That was too quick, right? See how smooth and lump-free it is. It is so fine and soft, making it ideal for baby's first solids. Our next demo is with carrot, the one vegetable that is used most often in baby's food because of its taste, texture, nutrition, and moreover, its ability to easily blend with any given recipe. These fine and small shreds can be cooked quicker and softer. Once cooked, without any further processing, this can be served as such as carrot puree. See how smooth it looks in carrot khichdi. I use this cheese grater to grate fresh nuts while making porridges for my baby. Recent guidelines advise to introduce nuts to babies as early as possible to avoid nut allergies or to lessen the impact of allergies if any. As per my pediatrician's advice, I started giving nuts one by one to my baby after completing her 7 months. Talk to your pediatrician about introducing nuts to your baby. And the second most essential thing is the potato masher. This is just not to mash potatoes. You can mash any cooked vegetable with this to make a fine puree. This comes so handy in mashing rice for babies. We daily eat Kerala matta rice in place of white rice as it is rich in nutrients. I gave the same rice to my baby from her 6 months. This rice won't be chewier like brown rice. Once mashed, this rice will be so soft and ideal for babies. If the dal or curry is tempered with mustard, then don't mash it with a masher. Just mix it well with hand, as mashed mustard might be bitter. I started tempering my baby's food after completing 8 months. You can start it earlier too. For beetroot rice, I add cooked rice to cooked beets and mash it well with potato masher with the stove on. My baby loves this yummy beets rice from her 7 months. Using the same method, you can prepare any vegetable rice. Just the cooking time of vegetable will vary. Vegetable rice is an easy and healthy meal option for babies. With potato masher, you can gradually change the texture of food. This broccoli rice is yet another favorite of my baby. The main idea behind the use of cheese grater and potato masher is not to use mixie jar to make baby purees or to mash baby's food. Mixie jar can be used to grind chutneys, to extract coconut milk or to make smoothies. But never use mixie jar to mash baby's food. The food mashed using mixie jar will be silky soft and paste-like consistency that will just entertain the baby to swallow the food. There won't be any textures for the baby to feel the food or to try to chew it. Though babies don't have teeth, their gums are strong enough to chew. They have to be introduced more textured foods, encouraging them to chew, and that cannot be achieved by mixie mashed food. But our potato masher will do the job more efficiently. You can very gradually change the texture of the food using potato masher. From smooth and soft food to slight coarse textured food, making the baby easily adapt to textured food and encouraging them to chew it well. After her first birthday, I stopped using potato masher and started to mash her rice using a small but broad ladle. Potato masher will greatly help the baby to easily adapt to all varieties of food that we eat in a family. And now, the third essential thing is the feeding utensil set. I use silver bowl, silver spoon and silver tumbler to feed my baby. In my last video on silver utensils, I have explained in detail about its significance, cleaning techniques and what not to feed in silver utensils. I'll give the link of that video in the description box. Please check out the video if you haven't seen it before. Next to silver, stainless steel is a good choice. I have both sets for my baby. Sipper bottles are not required at home. From their first solids, babies can easily drink water from small tumblers. Next is sterilization, which is nothing but immersing the feeding utensils in hot rolling boil water for 10 minutes. Silver utensils have to be sterilized just only once on the first purchase. But stainless steel needs to be sterilized often. Complementary food is not recommended for babies below 6 months. But at any cost, if you are starting solids before 6 months, then you have to sterilize your baby's non-silver utensils before every use. If you are starting solids for your baby after completing 6 months, then you can sterilize your baby's non-silver utensils just once in a week for 1 month. And this is just to be more cautious for babies to not to catch any infections in their first food. After completing 7 months, sterilization is not required. Please note that baby's bottle and bottle feeding equipments have to be sterilized before every use. And the fourth essential thing is a bib. Be it traditional weaning or baby-led weaning, mess is guaranteed for sure when babies eat. But washable bib with pocket makes the cleaning easier. Don't go for cloth bibs. Though they are washable, they tend to take more stains. I have tried many bibs and finally arrived at this. This is so lightweight and so easy to clean. After wearing it on the baby, slightly open up this pocket and this pocket collects most of the spilled food. After every use, wash it well with water and then invert the pocket to cleanly wash the inside of the pocket and then dry them completely. A demo of cleaning the bib after a messy mealtime. Whenever possible, do let them to sun dry for some time. Though washable, don't get bibs with central joining point as babies can remove this very easily. Just like this. The joining point should be in the side with a thick and strong velcro, making it difficult for the babies to remove it easily. No luck. So better eat your food. And the fifth essential thing is a high chair. A feeding chair is highly recommended to keep them tethered at one place throughout their mealtime. This greatly helps in keeping them away from other distractions and thus just focusing on their food. I am not here to promote any brand. I am just showing what I use for my baby. When you are using this as a high chair, always keep the baby buckled up. These straps can be adjusted as per your baby's weight. You can use this chair from baby's first solid food, that is after completing 6 months, when the baby is able to sit with or without support. As we follow this routine daily, they get used to it. Setting up their dining chair signals their brain about the meal time. So impulsively, they get ready for their meal with full mind and heart. This dining table can be detached after each use and can be easily washed with water. I just use soap once in a day or for tough stains like beetroot and carrot, else a simple water wash is sufficient. Once washed, drain the water and allow it to air dry. After every meal, using a wet tissue, you shall easily wipe off the food spilled over the seat pad and also in the chair and in the straps. When it becomes stained, you can either hand wash or machine wash. I wash it in the machine along with baby clothes. It is washed and clean now. I don't put this strap in the dryer. I just remove these straps and put this seat pad along with baby clothes in the dryer. In summer, I always prefer to sun dry them. This high chair can be detached and used it as a low chair. Till 10 months, my baby sat in this high chair with seat belts on, but later she didn't want to be tethered. So I converted it to low chair. Then she was happy to sit on it without the seat belts but with the attached dining tray table. Even the seat pad is not required in the low chair. You can remove them and make the baby sit so that the cleaning will be much more easier. You can also use this as a normal dining table or an activity table for babies up to 3+ years. And that's it. We are now ready with the basics to start solids for the baby. Now my baby eats on her own. But how this journey started? Did I start traditional weaning or baby-led weaning or a mix of both? What's the story of our journey? Let's see in detail in the next video. Do subscribe to this channel, click the bell icon and share the videos with your friends and family. I have captured the actual food bowls that I fed to my baby from her day 1 of solids till her 13 months. I have documented these in month-wise food charts with pictures and recipes in my website. I have given the link to the food chart in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.